I'm Frank Gupton. I'm the chair of the Chemical and Life Science Engineering program, and I'm also head of the Medicines for All Institute at VCU.
I'm Tom Roper. I'm a faculty in Chemical and Life Science Engineering and director of the Pharmaceutical Engineering program at Virginia Commonwealth University.
I'm Mike Hindle. I'm a professor of pharmaceutical sciences at VCU.
I think what was really interesting about the program is that both the School of Pharmacy and the College of Engineering, and specifically the Chemical Life Science Engineering program, both parties separately identified this as an unmet need, and both of us started working together to try and anneal some of the assets that we have between the two organizations, the two departments, to be able to come up with a really impactful alternative learning platform for students.
We're wanting to develop the next generation of scientists. There really is this unmet need right now to try and improve the way in which we manufacture medicines, how we discover medicines, and then how we deliver medicines. And that combination of the pharmaceutical together with the engineering approach combined together is solutions that the industry are using right now. But we need to train the next generation of scientists to fit into those roles. And that's what we're really excited about doing.
We really wanted students to be able to understand both aspects of engineering and pharmaceutical discovery and development. And putting those two things together are really important for students to solve some of the toughest problems in industry, which tend to cross the natural silos and organizational structures that exist both in academics and in industry. They tend to be the same issues, and problems arise, and it's really people who can work cross-functionally and understand not just their own science, but how other people are doing science. These are the people that are going to be successful at problem solving in industry and be successful in general in their careers in industry.
Well, every day in my lab, I have engineering students working with pharmaceutical sciences students. They collaborate together, they solve the problems together. And it really is that ability to be working together hands-on that offers that unique approach that we don't usually see with workers usually in their separate labs, in their silos. The engineering students don't talk to the pharmacy students, and so we've offered that opportunity where we can solve the problems together.
So right now we're working on a project called a drug called rifapentine, and most people don't realize it, but there's a TB epidemic out there, and it's in Asia and Africa. And there was one drug that was effective in its treatment. Most of the drugs that were typically used to treat TB, the virus had built up a resistance to. This was one of the drugs that actually worked. And they found out that the drug had nitrosamines in it, which are carcinogens. So they pulled the drug from the marketplace, and so what we did was we developed a new process that made it carcinogen-free. And that process is currently getting transferred to Pretoria, South Africa, where they're going to be making that drug in country. And I think it's the first active ingredient that's going to ever be produced in South Africa. So it's kind of a big deal, and it's a partnership with one of the pharma companies over there and us to be able to address this issue.
Another example of how our pharmacy and engineering students work together, we're developing an inhaler product for treatment of premature infants in low and middle resource income countries. I developed in my lab, the pharmacy side, we developed the formulations. And what the engineers do is they develop the devices that we use in combination with them. So it's that unique synergy working together to solve, unmet needs and the next generation of treatments.
So every year the FDA comes out with a grant call, and they ask for proposals on certain areas that they're interested in. And last year we had a student who mainly worked in the area of pharmaceutical sciences and a student who mainly worked in engineering. They collaborated to put together a white paper which the FDA then reviewed and asked these two students to write a full grant for that proposal that they themselves had come up with and proposed to carry out. I think that's an extraordinary achievement for two graduate students working in separate areas to actually get the FDA to say, yes, we would love to see your full proposal. So it was a fantastic opportunity for them to really understand what it is to put together a grant and to put together a grant with someone with complementary expertise to their own.
The challenge you're faced with is that these are huge capital investments. And if we can figure out a way to produce these facilities in a more cost-effective manner, and at the same time looking at why companies moved over to overseas and addressing that issue, which was about the cost of labor. So one of the things we do really well in the United States is innovate. And so if we can automate our systems, where we minimize the amount of labor that's involved, and we make capital investments that are a fraction of what they would be using the old technology, then this creates a new platform for companies to come here, make the investments, and have a pipeline of workers that are specifically addressed at dealing with these issues. I was involved in the discussions with each one of the companies that came here. Every one of them is concerned about the workforce pipeline. And it's not just about Virginia, it's about the entire country. And we are the only PhD program in pharmaceutical engineering in the country. And what it does is it gives students the opportunity to differentiate themselves in the marketplace and meet and fulfill this unmet need that's currently being created with all of these pharma companies coming here.
One of our students has now got a job with the U.S. Patent Attorney's Office, and so he's a patent examiner. We encourage our students to do internships, and this requires a lot of planning on the part of the faculty. But we've had students who have done internships generally with major pharma or the FDA. We've had a number of students that have done internships with the FDA, which have really benefited their career. That will help them not only if they're interested in a government job, but also with that FDA experience, they'll be highly sought after by industries. I think it's important to try to understand where the industry is going to be for our students by the time they graduate, and start doing those things so that they'll already be trained in that area. As an example, one big area now that obviously is in the news a lot is artificial intelligence and machine learning. So a number of our labs are now using artificial intelligence and machine learning in order to develop novel formulations or discover new drugs, or perhaps how to manufacture drugs, and then coupling that with automation, as Professor Gupton was talking about earlier. Then we have the opportunity for kind of a future-looking approach to drug development and manufacturing.
I think we want to be known for producing the next generation of leaders who are going to change the pharmaceutical industry, change the way we do things, make medicines better, make them more accessible, make them cheaper, maybe all those things together. But we're really going to change the landscape of how we manufacture, both for the US and for the world. And I want the graduates from the VCU Pharmaceutical Engineering program to be the leaders in that, to be that next generation of pharmaceutical engineers.